What have you done today to make you feel proud? I've decided who my YouTube family is. Yes, sad I know. However, leave me be because I do not have a life. YouTube is the only thing I have. Don't see why you're giving me that look. Okay. Right. So, for the father, I chose Marcus Butler. Why? I don't know. I'd like to imagine he would be a good father. I would. Even though, I don't know. Just because he would, okay. And then for the mother, I chose Grace Helbig, because who wouldn't want an emotionless robot as a mother? I mean, you could literally do anything. She'd be like, okay. Just, okay. That's it. Like, how fun would that be? Like, well, I'm not a bad child, you see, so. You steal their credit card and buy stuff with it. She'd be, okay. See? Emotionless robot, right there. Brilliant parenting. For the uncle, I chose PewDiePie. Because I'd like to imagine, like, do you know how he's always making his videos? Like, just day after day, 2 videos, like, near enough every day. He wouldn't have enough time for a lot else, so he would be that distant uncle that you see every now and then. Yes. So, for the auntie, I chose Louise, also known as Twinkle of Glitter. I chose her because, I like to imagine when you go visit her, she would always be that auntie who has food for you. Like chocolate, sweets, and all that. I like to imagine that's who she is. Yeah. For the sister, I chose Lania. Lani? Well, overly attached girlfriend. Because, I mean, you already have a robot mom. Why not a mentally delusional sick sister? I mean, who doesn't want a dysfunctional family? It's all the rage nowadays. And for the brother, I chose Jim Chapman because he's just one of those happy people that doesn't seem to be a tosser in any way possible. He's just incredibly happy, 24/7, funny and witty. So yes. For cousin number 1, I chose Joey Graceffa because usually, like, one cousin, you're always friends, really good friends with one cousin, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you'd be friends, like good friends with him, like, oh, you speak to him daily on your phone or via social messaging or whatever. So, yeah. And I'd like to imagine he's a nice person, because, well, I literally know near enough everything about him, because I watch him day after day after day after day after day after day after day. This might go on for quite a while. After day after day. Okay, leave me be. I told you this at the beginning. I have no life. YouTube is my only thing. I watch him day in and day out. So, I know near enough everything about him. So yeah. For cousin number 2, the other cousin that you can speak to, you know them, but you just don't like them and you don't know why. But they're okay at times. I chose Shane Dawson. Now, I absolutely like him. I couldn't put him as a father, because I couldn't imagine him as one of those. Like, could you imagine him as that? Tell me. Could you imagine him as the uncle? No, I can't. Can you? What about the brother? Well, actually, yes, because he has 2 brothers, I think. So, yeah. And cousin. See, now, that's going to be strange if any of his family watches that, like, oh, he could be a brilliant father or a brilliant uncle, he is my uncle, and so forth, and I've just offended all of them, but I haven't. That's who I chose him to be, cousin number 2. The one that you can speak to, you can be friendly with, you just don't speak to occasionally. I might have changed that to what I said from before. Okay. Yeah. So yes, for my entire list I chose the father is Marcus Butler, the mother is Grace Helbig, the auntie is Louise, Sprinkle of Glitter, the uncle is PewDiePie, sister is Overly Attached Girlfriend, the brother Jim Chapman, cousin number 1, Joey Graceffa, cousin number 2, Shane Dawson. I'm trying to think, because honestly I want all of the YouTubers to be part of my family, because, well, who wouldn't want a YouTube family? Because, I mean, imagine how dysfunctional that would be. Let's just take a moment to actually imagine that. I like it. Let's make it happen, people. Let's make it happen. So yeah, that's what I've done today. What have you done today to make you feel proud?